Hey guys, this is Songbird Ultralight, and we have now crossed into Pennsylvania, and we are hiking down some lovely hiking trails. We're on the AT, as you can see by that white blaze there. Kind of funny, came through this section with a spring, and I had seen a little warning about it in the Gut Hook guide. And it's like the app that you use as a map. It said, watch out for sketchy blazes. And there are all these white marks everywhere, all through this area. And I don't know if someone thought it would be funny to try to confuse hikers or what, but there's all these white streaks everywhere, and it's really not that bad. But we were hiking at night coming into this area, and we were worried that, oh, are we gonna go the wrong way? So anyway, so far, Penmar Park, Pennsylvania has been awesome. Across the Mason-Dixon line, you probably saw we're changing the way that we speak so that we can blend in with the locals. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a hell of a lot of fun. Met someone to hike with, and spirits are high despite the rain. It's one of those things that if you camp in the rain by yourself, it kind of sucks, you know. But with a friend, it's like, ha, that happened, that was cool. So anyway, we have some lovely trail behind and ahead of us, I'm sure. And I'm gonna make my way up here to this shelter and eat a little bit more breakfast. Very excited to see what Pennsylvania has in store for us. So we ended up spending the night here at the South Mountain Hotel. As far as I see, it's just a bar. There's some nice horseshoes and picnic area in the back, you know. And down around here is where we camped. Free camping since we bought beer and food in the store last night. This, where it's mowed, is you see it starts right there, like uncut grass. It's state land. We weren't allowed to camp back in there, but slept really well right around here. It was a good night, no problems. The lights were on till like 2 in the morning, but ended up sleeping pretty well anyway. The neighbors had like a trash bonfire going in the yard, but it was just like a cackling noise for like a few hours, and then I ended up falling asleep. So I'm not sure if that's a post office right there, but anyway, we had a good night last night. We watched the hockey game, watched Las Vegas and the Caps play. That was pretty cool. Enjoyed that. And yeah, there's no Wi-Fi here or anything, so but I did get some charge. So when I get into the next place with Wi-Fi, I'm gonna have to upload all the previous episodes and do some editing and threw some stuff together. But it's kind of hard, you know, like you don't have any way of uploading stuff. So kind of like on Instagram too, everything just kind of gets dumped, you know. Anyway, there's a tree over there that looks kind of funny, right in the middle. And over there through the trees, there's an asylum. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, probably go into the next town, just in and out as fast as we can and get some resupply. It's about 3 days to the next place where we can get into a town or something, so probably good to resupply today.
Just because it's like
On that second, on the way down, sees one guy.
All of a sudden, you're surrounded by these giant pine trees, and there was like a 3-inch thick carpet of needles, and it was like springy, you know, and you're like bouncing on like roots and needles, and it was so nice to walk on, and it was flattish, and came down to that big creek. What's that giant creek? It's like there's campsites there in the road. People would like trout fish there and stuff. That's a good guess.
I remember there was a trap.
That might have been it. But there were like 2 wood bridges. There's like a forked creek there. I just remember there was a road right there. I want to go back and camp there. I should bring Hadley there. Yeah, I don't think I would drink that. This is pretty. Rhodo! Apparently this rhododendron is invasive and hard to keep it away from the trail. Oh, the AT is so hard. That's the water source. And a sundial. Covered picnic table. 4-person shelter table. 4-person shelter.
It was actually pretty good. I mean, they were sweet, not, you know, no heat or anything, but
Yeah.
I like salted caramel, like pretzels or.
It is.
I will take your food.
This is all I have left.
But this is if you're gonna do it.
So with bad rain yesterday, we came in here and stayed at this hostel, Pine Grove Furnace. It's Iron Master's mansion. This guy had this mansion here. He on the iron ore mine in Pine Grove, and they have space for 14 men, 14 women. You got bunk style. You see the Arctic robot over there. There's all these bunk beds, and they give you clean sheets and kind of make and strip your own bed. Here they don't want you to put your sleeping bag on there or anything, but got all this old stuff from back in the day. Hey folks, sorry about the bad lighting. I'm inside the hostel here in Pine Grove Furnace. I just wanted to say that I've been trying to get the last episode of the hike up there on YouTube, but there's been some problems with the internet not being very fast at all these places. So probably when I get to good 3G, 4G LTE, or 4G LTE in the next town, or faster Wi-Fi at a like a coffee shop or something, I'll be able to upload those. And I've actually got 2 videos that I've been editing, and one's done, and I know it's been over like 6 or 7 days, but figured I should put up something small that'll upload quickly. Anyway guys, thank you for continuing to support the channel by watching, and we'll get you some new uploads soon.
Yeah, she used to get this, and then she was together 20 years. So after a while, she would just start pointing at intersections and stuff. She wouldn't want to drive. She just wanted to point. She wanted to be the shotgun driver.
It's a pretty nice section of trail here. Pretty flat, a little overgrown, but beautiful. Beautiful walking. Well maintained. Gravel laid down. Someone did this. That's not how it looks normally. That's pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. Wow. Oh, this is the rock maze.
Oh yeah.
So the trail's over there, but it says to go this way. See? So I guess you just go through it for the fun of it. Georgia or bust. Maine, this way. It's just for fun. Kind of this cool thing where we were all taking the class together with the people from the town, fire department people, anybody that wanted to take the EMT first aid class. Man, this is cool. They they all came and took it there. There was the guy from, I guess, Red River Gorge or something. Oh, I have to climb up here. You gonna go under?
You probably could.
Probably. Not with your back.
No.
Shit. You could go under. It looks like some people did.
Really?
You want to try it?
Get up here.
Let me know if you need a hand. Yeah.
Get too open to shit, really.
Okay. That's the fun stuff. That's real AT stuff. Having to climb up and rock climbing here. You can see the chalk on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where they've been doing routes. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down. Slippery route. Whew. The blazes go right through here. I guess. Wow, we're not through the rock maze at all, man. Gotta go up here. This is like completely unnecessary. You could probably follow the trail that way, but we must follow the blazes. We will follow the trail wherever it goes. Oh, shiz. Oh. Just came from down there. There's a blaze. Now there are bypasses for this kind of stuff, where like the lemon squeeze and stuff, there's like not non-3-point climbing stuff, but in southern Maine, northern New Hampshire, you're gonna have to go up stuff like this anyway. There's no way around it. So for those parts, you might want to be on trail before them and get in shape, and be very careful so you don't hurt yourself. When it's wet, this would be dangerous when it's wet. And now it gets a little more reasonable for a little while at least. That was fun. I didn't realize we were in the rock maze, so I guess I cut some of it out, but it's pretty fun to go up and down and around and under stuff. Even though it's not strictly necessary, it's just kind of a fun little part of the trail. I really enjoyed that. Be a fun section to hike. Oh, I see another arrow. I wouldn't put either of them a day below 60.
Yeah,
Tough to carry all that stuff. Just yeah, definitely.
Did you see like their pots and stuff?
Yeah, they had full-size pots and pans and like huge jugs for
They're not
water.
exactly LNT.
They weren't.
Well, 'cause she didn't eat her dinner, and she's like, I'll just bury it.
I guess if you bury it deep enough, like just like poo or whatever. But
You know, there's people in the community that would be pissed off about it.
oh yeah, definitely. Pack it in, pack it out. That's what they do. Up at the Whites, they pack all the food waste out. They can't bury that stuff.
I would just ate it cold for breakfast, probably.
Yeah, that's what I told her, and she made a face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but back when they hiked, they'd be burning all their trash in the fire pit and stuff. That would have been,
I don't really have a problem with it.
and burning their food and scattering it and stuff. That would have been what they grew up being told to do.
Yeah.
But things change. People have to change with the rules, I guess, for conservancy purposes. I do agree, though, it's a little, just don't make that much food.
Maybe it's in Scotland or Wales or somewhere where the people just roll down the hills like really fast.
And then there's like a wheel of cheese too.
Yeah, the wheel of cheese. Exactly.
Yeah.
They follow
And people like
the
break
cheese.
bones and stuff.
They roll a wheel of cheese down a hill and people.
Beautiful little section. We're hiking straight behind me there in a straight line all the way across this field. I'm gonna go into Boiling Springs and get some Italian food, spaghetti and meatballs. Really excited. I really miss these open spaces. It's something that I saw a lot in Virginia, and once or twice in Connecticut there'd be big open fields we'd hike past, but being able to go right through some farmer's field is pretty darn cool. So it's one of the things about the bigger trails, or not bigger, but the trails out west maybe, where I want to do little sections and stuff and be in big open, big sky country all day, every day, just hiking through the views instead of, oh, here's a view, and then in the green tunnel again. I think it'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna get through here and I'm gonna check for ticks when I get out, because I don't like grass touching my legs and Lyme's disease is real. So on to the meatballs. Well, if we die, it'll be on camera. Fly fishing. Beautiful. And now we walk into Boiling Springs. What a beautiful place. This is where we're moving, Hadley. There's that big old trout.
Take it on the other two.
See out there, going away from you.
It's bad glare on this side. This is probably way better. Yeah, one goose. That's a goose. Should put my wide angle lens on.
For the Insta. I saw like all the houses in the field.
Beautiful.
Person in there, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going over the fence?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is what they do so that you don't let the livestock out through the gate.
That's electric, you think?
Oh yeah. Look, it's insulated where it touches. Don't pee on that fence.
Yeah, don't pee on that one.
I'll show you how this is done. Watch. One,
Yeah, show me.
three.
I'm from Missouri, you gotta show me.
There you go.
Probably like 100 pounds on you. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's no doubt 100% electric. So we've had a very muddy day so far. Been hiking in a group. Got 3 people right now. Unfortunately, our buddy, we've dubbed the General, has hurt his knee pretty badly. It's also his left knee like I hurt mine. And I got some sympathy pains, I think, from watching him hobble around, but we sent him ahead to the hotel. He's going to rest. And then we'll be meeting up with him again tonight, and he'll figure out from there what is next for him. It's really a shame, but happened to me too. May be able to rest it and recover enough to keep hiking, but as always, health first, so that you can keep doing this for a long, long time in the future. He's a little bit older, so he may not recover as quickly, but I think that it's definitely a very good possibility that he will recover and feel better in 4 days or so. So he may have to jump as far ahead as Duncannon, and from there we'll see what happens. But we'll see him again tonight. There's a big pit with all the rocks they pulled out of the field. Kind of neat. So we're gonna mosey on here. It's 8 miles today to the town of Carlisle. Actually, we're going to Middlesex, Pennsylvania. We're gonna go to a very hiker-friendly hotel and split it 4 ways. And tree branches are falling around me. Beautiful day. Overcast, cloudy, partly sunny. Nice and cool and windy. We do some mileage. Hey guys, so today Cow Fat, and who is now being referred to as General, are because he looks like a Civil War general, they're gonna go on to Duncannon so they can rest up. And I told them they'd see me in a day or two, but right now I'm kind of feeling a little like I've been walking, taking it easy for so long. I kind of want to see what I can do. So I'm going to pay attention to the leg today, but right after I find my way across this road here, I'm going to go ahead and see how far I can go. I'm going to see what I got today. I've been taking it easy for like the last 2-3 weeks, you know, with injuries and stuff. Feeling pretty strong, and should be a pretty flat walk for most of it. and I think that I'll be able to get some serious mileage in today. And they expect to see me in like 2 days. I kind of want to meet them at the Doyle tonight in Duncannon. So this will be the last chance I get to do some miles for a while. I'm by myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kick it today pretty hard. If my knee ends up feeling weird or anything like that, then I'll stop at a shelter or put up camp for the night. But I've been moving at a pretty good 3-4 mile an hour pace here for probably 30 minutes. And sometimes it's just fun to open up and see what you can do, you know? Kind of cool walking through an actual little patch here with some dairy cows. I got past them before I started videoing because there was one male, I think, or I don't know, something was jumping up on the other cows and I was stomping around and I wanted to have my wits about me. You know, just, I don't know. Ugh. Okay, fun goes away again. So just a little bit ago, we were walking through a little strip with tall grass on either side, and this is much wider. It's probably 2 trekking poles wide, and it's nice to not just get slapped by like the barbs on the grass the whole time you're walking through the field, and then you're worried about ticks and things. So making pretty good time so far. Nothing's really complaining. Everything's kind of loosening up. I don't think I'm going to do any jogging or anything, but I'm going to try to hold a pretty solid 3.5 or so mile pace and just kind of enjoy this flat stuff while I can. Markers telling us the trail's moving. Right or left. Pay attention. Stacked markers, stacked blazes. All the mud is dried out from yesterday, which is really nice. Means that we can fairly safely, I mean, there's some spots you gotta watch it, but it means that we can fairly safely navigate and go at speed without having to worry too much about straining the knee or anything. No reason to get completely soaked, and if you can jump over stuff, sometimes it's nice. But you gotta be careful, because you can land in some nasty stuff. I really, really love boardwalks. If you don't know from my Instagram and stuff, oh man, I love boardwalks. So, don't have to walk in the swamp, still have to deal with the mosquitoes, but we can cruise. Maybe the mosquitoes won't catch us. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Can you run away from mosquitoes? Here's the river I've been crossing. There's a huge log jam. I'm guessing that's from all the floodwaters recently. Nice river. Cool pedestrian bridge. Don't have to worry about getting hit by a car or anything, really. Got some hikers up ahead, catching up to somebody. Except for the zoo in New York. I'm not sure that I've walked under a road in a tunnel like this. It's pretty cool. That could be a thumbnail, huh? There. Back out into the sun. Man, I'm glad it's not in the 90s. Hey, so I've done like 5.5 miles and it's about 3 o'clock. So based off experience, I know that going 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour the rest of the day, I'll be able to get in before dark. But I just ran into someone in our group, Melissa, and she's maybe skipping the shelter and going to the next one, and that'll be 4 miles into Duncannon tomorrow. So that's a big B. So maybe thinking might back off on the Duncannon challenge. She was pointing out that there's already going to be 2 people there at Trail Angel Mary's, and they're probably going to stay 2 days or so. So if I roll in and I stay tonight, tomorrow night, whatever, then I'm kind of putting the burden on her, and people that want to come in and stay probably can't. So just in the interest of the group stuff, and as much as I want to, probably not a good idea to push myself too hard. So, oh well. But I made it here in like an hour and a half or something like that, hour and 15 minutes. So, on pace to do the Duncannon challenge. But yeah, probably not gonna happen. So I don't even know if I'll make that a video, but daily plans fluctuate, you know, things change. And I'm just sitting here at this view. I'll probably just hike with Melissa today, get into the shelter and play cards. She's got cards. Eat some of my ridiculous number of Cliff Bars, and just chill out, because every day that the general has to heal up means that I'm more likely to be able to hike with him, and I really like hiking with him. And you know, I've got time this summer to do this stuff, and it's, you know, got like 2 more months for like 500 miles, so really there's no reason to go crazy here. And I really don't want to be in town for 3 days or 2 nights or whatever and spending all that money on, you know, beer and food and stuff. So I'm just gonna hang out, enjoy the view, see what the rest of the day holds. It's been a pretty easy day. I was cruising like 5 miles per hour or something, and really enjoying just the ease of the terrain and this view here. I'll show you in a second. Isn't that pretty? Just looking out over the valley, and just gonna hang out here for a little while and listen to the wind and the car sounds from the highway. Well, you see I got my rain jacket on. It is chilly. I think it's in the 50s. Allergies are strong the last day or so, and I'm leaving the Darlington shelter. Plan today is to get past the Cove Mountain Shelter, something like that, and head into Duncannon. 10 miles to the road, and then a mile into town, I guess, and should be interesting. There's a hiker feed on every Wednesday between, I think, 5 and 7 p.m. And there's the Doyle, which is a classic landmark along the AT. It's supposed to be this terrible hotel that everyone stays in. So it should be a fun night. Get to be reunited with my general and my cow fat. But just cruising along here, warming up, taking my time. This morning was pretty chilly. I had been setting up it's been so warm, you know, the last couple weeks, that I've been setting up my quilt as just an open blanket. Last night I set it up as a closed foot box and cinched it around my shoulders and everything, tucked it in under me, and got a little chilly this morning. I should have used my bivvy to add that little bit of extra warmth. Getting down into the lower 50s, it's getting close to pushing my sleep system to its lower limit, which I treat as 45 with the bivvy. So the bivvy adds some serious warmth. So from now on, if it's going to be cold, weather moves in, I'll probably put my bivvy over my sleeping setup. Slow down on this uphill. Probably going to put my bivvy down over my sleeping setup, and then just leave it open in case it gets cold during the night. That extra warmth would have been nice this morning. Person sleeping next to me last night, or this morning, it was like 4 in the morning. We kind of, for some reason, we're all more squinched together than we really needed to be. But there were bunks on either side of the shelter, so I guess we were in the middle to try to give them space. She like rolled over and like kneed me in the butt, and I woke up and Had to just stay awake until like 5:30, where I kind of fell asleep again until everyone got up and was talking around 7. So, got plenty of sleep, but it's just boring to get stuck there for hours trying to sleep because you have nothing else to do. I got some more sleep later in the morning, but this uphill's killing me. Anyway, Duncannon today. Didn't do the Duncannon by dark challenge yesterday. I was really into it, but gotta wait for the general to heal up. There's no reason to spend that money in town when I could just stay a night in the woods for free. And also, tweaking my knee on the mud didn't help, so I'm gonna take it easy and get into town, go to the hiker feed. I don't like ticks. I'm gonna have to tick check for like 2 hours tonight. There's shoulder high grass in some places. There's Duncannon. So maybe some of you know this one. I am work for staying. I'm gonna patch this with some plexiglass from an old TV. Interesting work for staying. Hey, so in Duncannon, and after 2 days of work, the window is finally replaced, and I finally got it to fit. I put the caulk in to seal it so that it won't leak in the rain. Hey guys, so I'm in Duncannon. I've been at Trail Angel Mary's for a few days, been helping out with some stuff for work for stay, and the general and I have been hanging out here. The other people in our group have hiked out and hiked ahead. Unfortunately, it's turned out that General's going to go take some time off, and he's going to get off trail, so I'm hiking on again by myself, which is fine. I would have preferred his company. He's a really good guy. We've had a good time hanging out in town. We've eaten at pretty much every restaurant here, but you know, things happen, and go on and start meeting some new people and get some more miles in maybe. My knee problem has come and gone the last few days, and so I've ended up actually getting a knee brace made by Ace and a big bottle of over-the-counter pain meds to kind of help deal with the inflammation and the swelling and the irritation of my knee. I think that the knee brace will do a really good job. The Ace bandage I had been using before did wonders and helped me heal up, but I think I need something for compression, so we'll see how that works out. I hope that it is the solution I need to keep me going here, especially getting into these rocks heading north out of town. But I hope you guys have enjoyed Pennsylvania so far. I have really enjoyed the open fields, despite the fact that I've had to tick check like crazy. I haven't found anything on myself yet. I am really afraid of getting Lyme again, but I think it's really cool to have those open spaces to cross, and you know, you're not in the green tunnel of the AT, and it's something that I've always looked forward to, and I hope I get a few more open field crossings just without all the grass whipping my legs and leaving the grass seeds all up in my leg here. But yeah, Duncannon has been awesome. What do you think about Duncannon, Yoda? How too long have you been here? So it's time to get out of town. I've got a full resupply bag. Hit up a grocery store earlier tonight. We cooked dinner in the kitchen, and we had a big salad and grilled chicken and good conversation these last few days, and wonderful time meeting wonderful people. Look forward to us leaving Duncannon and going northbound through the terrible, terrible rocks in Pennsylvania. It's about to start. It's about to get really crazy, and I'm going to try to capture it as best I can. I don't always want to pull out my phone for the really gross terrain, but I want to show it to you guys, and because it's mainly been a lot of really nice, fancy, well-maintained stuff so far. But now, though, it's time to get going tomorrow after the rain stops. It's been raining all day today. It should cut in the morning, and the trail will be wet, slippery, and muddy. I'm hoping that with the knee brace and with the renewed sense of purpose, I will be able to make good time and be safe. And I'm just going to focus on getting to the first shelter tomorrow. I've got to eat a lot of the stuff out of my food bag. It's much too heavy. The twists and turns of what's been going on in Duncannon have at least been interesting, if not a little painful sometimes. So I'm going to keep focusing on keeping the knee healing up. Going to be a little smarter about what strain I put myself under until everything is fully healed, and make sure I take some anti-inflammation kind of medicine. Hey guys, heading out today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, the things up in the top corners, and I will see you in the next video.